Welcome back to the Wizard Den. Today I'm going to be speaking on this trend that is going on. It's been kind of massive. Essentially, it's people pretending to have been a witch or practice witchcraft or been a quote unquote Illuminati high priest or whatever, and then they turn their life to Jesus, which bullshit. What it really is a bunch of liars pretending to be something that they never were. There's a famous guy. Dude has like 6 or 700,000 subscribers, and he's going around saying to people that he was a voodoo practitioner, a voodoo high priest. Yet when I hear him talk, I can hear clearly that he does not know what he's talking about at all. He has a very, very, very base level understanding of magic at all. Um, his understanding of what does what is absolutely flawed. Then we have the Santa Maria practitioner, John Marez or something. I forget. Not Martinez. It's not that. John something, right? He's really big. He blew up. I think he was one of the first ones to start this kind of wave of, oh, we're black magic practitioners and, former witches. He was one of the first ones, okay? And he came out and said that he used to astral project and then cast curses over areas like neighborhoods, and he would cause violence and gang wars and uh, sex, whatever it is, sin as Christians understand it. And to me, that raised a lot of red flags because number one, he was claiming to have complete control over all of the demons in the demon hierarchy, which no, it's not going to be possible. You might be able to work a ritual and get one demon to do something, but not the whole shit ton to fuck up all of America. No. And then he says things like he's going to essentially have power over people. So he's able to influence mass amounts of people, which is very flawed when you actually think about it. I mean, it's complete bullcrap. The only thing that can actually do that really is like the full moon. And, the full moon does have an effect on the human behavior. But it's it's minimal. It's nothing like, night and day difference. Um, but, yeah, but this guy, he's a fake too. He's a fraud. And then you have all these people that are coming out saying that they used to practice witchcraft, but then they use the same model of, oh yeah, I was astral projecting and making people do this and that. I would astral project into someone's dream, okay, and then I would make them, have sex with somebody else in their dream, and I was causing lust. And then when they'd see these people in real life, they'd be attracted to them, and then they, do whatever, which is complete horse shit. He's lying because that kind of thing, number one, nobody's doing that. And if they are, they're the next Hitler, bro. And then you're taking pride in that. Tell everybody that you're Hitler. But moving on beyond that, nobody's doing that. And nobody has that kind of influence anyway. And if they do, they're not using it just to fuck up the entire world, I don't think. But here's the biggest key point. If you're using demons to influence other people and do all this, you're not going to call yourself a witch. This is where all the Christians fuck up. In their Bible, it's called witches and witchcraft. And this is where their misunderstanding comes from. They don't know any other practices. They don't know about anything else. So they don't know that. They look retarded when they say that they're a former witch. But they were working with demons, and demons was your foremost practice, and this was passed down through your family. Then it wouldn't have been called witchcraft or whatever. It would have been called something like demonolotress or demonologist or something like that, maybe. Maybe the order of such and such. You were part of an organization, a group. But there's a lot of missing key pieces and a lot of missing key information. None of them talk about the tools they use, the circles, the triangles. This is stuff that none of them talk about. Which, if they really did, they would. You know what I mean? These guys are fakes. None of them talk about any of this. None of them had a sword, a knife, a wand, and they're really exposing themselves because they don't know what's real and what isn't. All they know is, according to their Bible, what's real. And Christians believe that there's a war going on between good and evil. So what they're doing is using their platform to promote this concept of, I used to be on the bad guys team. I was a witch, bro. And we was doing all this to fuck up the Christians, bro. We was just attacking them in their sleep. We was just attacking them and making them have sex and lust. And we were making them sin, bro. Because that's what we do. We just want you to sin. It sounds fucking stupid. It sounds like a bunch of imbeciles trying to sound legit. And they don't sound legit. They sound stupid. All of us that actually practice magic know it's bullshit. Because the ultimate practice of magic, I mean, if you even just get into it, is self-empowerment. The high magic, which is, the ultimate goal, is about empowering and getting in contact with the higher self. And then you have stuff like left-hand path and right-hand path. And what these people keep talking about, these Christians keep talking about with left-hand path stuff, is demon work. And demon work is mostly acknowledged as left-hand path. And the biggest thing in left-hand path is self-deification. And none of them talk about it. And if they do start to talk about it, they don't talk about it in a sense that we understand it. They talk about it in a Christian understanding, meaning they don't understand it. And they don't even say like, oh, I used to believe this, and that. No, they say, I used to believe something, and then it would say something that doesn't, even touch the surface of what us magicians really believe. So it's all a bunch of, horse shit. Sadly. And it's not making, the Christian community look good. Because they're just a bunch of liars that want to, use their lies to make others believe. They're using fear-mongering to try to essentially force people to stay believers by saying things that they believe to possibly be true, based off of a book that is heavily flawed. But I'm not going to get into anything else anymore. But us that work with demons, we don't work with demons to make others sin. We don't work with them for reasons like that. We work with them for self-improvement, to gain stronger, to deify ourselves. That's really it. And to improve our lives. We're not out here trying to destroy other people without cause. If we're attacking you, it's because you came at us first. And whatever you get, you're gonna get. It's called justice. So, in the karmic rule of things, karmic law, I'm completely justified. The attacking source would be completely justified because you have, made a karmic error, and all that's happening is justice and karma being fulfilled. And that's why, because I can keep going on forever. All right. Have a good day. Peace.